Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show. If you have a minute, I have an opinion. On a friend's recommendation, we ventured out to Fresh Meadows, Queens to try a relatively new Cantonese restaurant called Secret Kitchen. The restaurant still looks fresh and new. It has a long and narrow dining room with plenty of tables. We were seated quickly by the friendly waiters and soon dove into the menu. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show. Today we're at a new location. Now, this is my first review ever in Fresh Meadows, Queens. Fresh Meadows is a area in Queens that's south of the Long Island Expressway. I was referred here by a friend of mine, and they said that the Cantonese food here is pretty good. So the place is called Secret Kitchen. I almost said Secret Garden, but Secret Kitchen. Now, from what I've seen on the pictures online, Secret Kitchen is a Cantonese food restaurant, and there's a huge variety of Cantonese items. We're going to go through the menu, and what I can tell you is that the menu is pretty large. So let's take a look. So the Secret Kitchen menu starts off with appetizers. We have things like shrimp dumpling, shredded jellyfish, spare ribs of garlic, so basic stuff. And there are also lots of pictures on this menu, which is a big plus. Then we have soups. We have the standard American style soups, the wonton and egg drop, and then we have stuff like the Westlake beef soup, mustard green soup, crab meat, fish maw soup. So nice and more premium items. And then we move on to chef specials. These are things like abalone and braised oxtail. So things that are not very ordinary. Next we have the seafood section, and as you can see, these are all standard Cantonese style seafood items, and once again with lots of pictures. Then we have the chicken and duck section, and over here they do offer a Peking duck and also the chicken with garlic sauce and the fried crispy chicken. These are the chicken items that are classic. So far so good. Next we have the beef and lamb section. We have orange beef, we have steak cubes, and we have lamb. Not bad. And then we have another section with Peking pork chops. This is the pork section, by the way. Pork belly with lettuce, and then we have string beans with preserved vegetables and minced pork. Next we have Sichuan style dishes. And then after that, we have the casserole section. This is a small section, not as big as other restaurants that I've seen. There's a group of 6 casseroles. And then we have the lobster and Dungeness crab section. Comes with the sticky rice, with or without. And all these are special price. So we actually inquired about the lobster with sticky rice, and that would be $51. Here's the live seafood section. You could have it steamed, pan fried. This is the preparation style, and they're all at special prices. And next we have the rice and noodle section, and these are all reasonably priced. Everything under $20. Rice and noodles, as you can see again. Your chow mein, lo mein, everything right here. And then next we have the vegetable section. All your favorite vegetables, including, surprisingly, a mapo tofu. Next we have steamed mini bowls of rice. And these are not bo dai fan, but it's still good. We have noodle soups and congee. And finally you have the lunch specials from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 7 days a week. And this is where you can find your bargains. $11.50 for over 30 items. This dish is called eggplant with garlic sauce, and as you can see, it appears that there's eggplant, but there's a lot of other items in here. It looks like bamboo shoots, it looks like broccoli, looks like we got some peppers. In fact, this is more like a mixed vegetable dish. It's very interesting. Here's some wood air fungus. Yeah, it's a lot more than just eggplant. So the dish is pretty big, and we're gonna give this a try and see how it is. Okay, this dish that I'm going to try now is the eggplant with garlic sauce. Now, I've taken a representative sample of all their different vegetables. This dish, surprisingly, is not 100% eggplant, so let's try the namesake, the eggplant. Okay. What's interesting is that the sauce, they say it's garlic sauce, but it actually tastes pretty tangy. There's an interesting tangy flavor to it. The eggplant is cooked well, it's nice and squishy, but sauce-wise, you know, we're looking at a very tangy, almost like a sweet and sour sauce, but not that sweet, but more tangy. It's a very interesting taste. I'm trying all the other vegetables. This one's a broccoli, and basically all of these vegetables are bathed in this tangy sauce. Very interesting. I didn't expect this. I thought that this dish would be purely garlic, but it's not. But it's not bad. Everything is nice and fresh. I ate the broccoli. I'm eating the peppers now, so it's not bad. I like it. This is the $51 two lobster plus sticky rice. Now, this dish is pretty big if you look at that in comparison with our eggplant dish. Now, from what I can see, there appears to be little crispies in the rice, and there also appears to be deep fried lobster. In fact, many pieces, it definitely does look like two lobsters. And the aroma that I'm getting from this is that I smell a super savory smell, lots of garlic, and can't wait to get a bite of this. There's a lot of it. Okay, now we're going to have the star of the show, which is the lobster with sticky rice. Let's take a look at the lobster. The lobster, I can show you, it's covered with garlic and it's been deep fried. And we're gonna give this a try. It's looking and smelling really good. Let's give this a try. Freshly cooked, delicious. Totally savory. There's a strong garlic flavor, which is what I like. All I can say is that it's perfectly done, deep fried, good flavor. This place is not afraid of salt, so it has a nice amount of salt to bring out the flavor of the lobster. Very nice. The next part of this dish is the sticky rice. From what you can see from the sticky rice, there's so many components in here. I see peanuts, I see scallion, I see garlic, and I see some Chinese sausage. Let's try this all as a whole. That's nice. This is kind of weird. Maybe my taste is off, but it almost tastes like there's butter in here. It's quite delicious. There is a crunchy element to it. Not a lot of crispies, but there is a crunchy element to it. But the food is more sticky rice, less crunchy. I would say maybe a 5% crunchiness, but this is savory. There is garlic, but there's not a ton of it, so it's not overwhelmed. It's a good balance. I've had other sticky rices that had a lot more garlic. This is not one of them. The more I eat the lobster and sticky rice, I also notice a smoky flavor to it too, like a buttery smoky flavor. I think that might have to do with the wok, smoky flavor to it, and I really enjoy that. It's definitely a big plus. I also noticed that as we're eating the rice, they also add some of the purple rice mixed into the sticky rice. So maybe that's what gives it an extra chewy factor. Dish has come to our table, and it is the salt and pepper pork chop. Now, if you take a look at these pork chops, there's tons of garlic here, as you can see, and it's been fried to a golden brown It's not a deep brown, but it's a brown nonetheless. You can see some of the color of the pork. This part is not totally brown. So let's pick one up. Yes, they're cut into reasonably sized pieces, and they look really good. Totally deep fried, but they look good. The next dish that I'm going to try is the salt and pepper pork. Now, as you can see, this is nice and deep fried, and if you look at the width of the meat, it's thinly sliced, and we're going to give this a try. I expect a big crunch. Very nice. This comes with some of the bone. It's tender. It's actually pretty juicy. There's a good amount of fat in here. And I've noticed that the salt and pepper are pretty balanced. It's not, one doesn't overwhelm the other. And it's so savory. You can even smell the savoriness on this pork. And I also have to mention that when they gave us the entree, there had to be at least 10 to 12 pieces of pork, just like this, in that dish. And this dish is under $20. What a great deal. As I'm eating the salt and pepper pork, here's another view of it and the pile of pork that is in this dish. They really, really give you a good deal here. Plenty of pork, and also lots of garlic here. So that's what makes this dish really good, if they don't skimp on the garlic. I must apologize. The fried bits here are actually fried bits of shallots and also garlic. So it's both of them. Now, the meal is over, and I want to share my final thoughts about all three dishes. The first one is the eggplant and garlic sauce. Now, this one came out to be more tangy than I thought, and also it contained more alternative vegetables other than the eggplant. For this dish, I would have preferred more eggplant and less of a tangy sauce. This dish was a major hit. The salt and pepper pork. This is perfectly fried, great cuts of pork, and also it had the right amount of fat. Very good. Now, this dish, this is the remainder or the leftovers of the sticky rice and lobster. Now, the interesting thing about this dish is that it has that buttery and smoky flavor that other ones don't have. So that's pretty novel. It is interesting, and it is, though it's not totally traditional, I really liked it. And the lobster was plentiful. There were 2 full lobster, and they weren't the tiny little lobsters. I can tell from the size of the lobster tail. So this dish, to me, was another hit. I have to say, based on the 3 dishes that we had today, I can definitely recommend Secret Kitchen. The staff is totally Cantonese. You could probably hear some of the language spoken in the background. And the menu is totally authentic Cantonese. And it didn't have any of those weird flavors, basically flavors from other Chinese cuisines that sometimes are added dishes from non-Cantonese chefs. So I really liked all this. I have to thank my friend for recommending this restaurant to me. She told me that this particular restaurant gets pretty busy during the evening hour. I can tell why. Their dinner food is solid, and there's not as many people here for lunch, but that's understandable because I think this place is mainly catered towards the dinner crowd. But don't forget that there are lunch specials here. They're plentiful. I think 30 plus lunch specials that are $11.50. You get a soup and you get a drink for that. So this is a solid place, and I can highly recommend it with the salt and pepper added. Okay. Now, give this a try. If you like my videos, please hit the subscribe and also the notification bell so that you know when I send out another video. And also, if you have any recommendations, I always keep a big list of restaurants to visit. So please put it in the comments. And also tell me, what did you like about this meal? Or what didn't you like? I welcome all comments, and it basically helps to educate me more about the great food that I've been having. Thank you very much for watching. For dessert, they sent us a plate of cantaloupe. The bill before tip was $93.52.